The Last Hope, Trump versus Mafia. It's one of the games of all time. This game has it all, from shooting unknown militants in North Korea and turning them into bones. He got boned. From going to China and shooting weird glitched enemies and battle droids. What is going on? What is that? Error? It's not even to mention the countless times I've glitched out of the map. What? So join me as we review The Last Hope, Trump versus Mafia. And as always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you, bye. Where to start with this? Well, this game is made by New Dev. It's also apparently a sequel to a game called The Last Hope, in which you play the same character traveling through time to become the President of the United States. It's also made by a different dev, but we won't talk about that. In this game, you are John Trump, the President of all countries. Shortly after being sworn in, you travel to Europe for a conference, but your airplane is shot down by Mafia members. The Mafia and terrorists from all ex-countries join forces against you. Now you have to fix this mess. Assumingly, the game picks up right where the description ends, and you're thrusted into the trenches of North Korea. At least I think that's what happens, because it looks nothing like that in the game. I mean, seriously, look at this image. Does this look like North Korea to you? Don't answer that. So Calvin, you may be saying, this sounds like such a fun game, and I'm sure the story is all brought to you in a coherent form as an intro. No, wrong. The entire time I was playing the game, didn't look at the Steam description, and I had no clue what was going on the entire run. So that's 2 points off the Calvin scale, because the story is somewhat important for games like this. For the uninitiated, the Calvin scale is a scale I use to determine the level of the game is. Lower the number, the shittier the game. Is that good or bad? I don't know. Figure it out. And while we're starting, let's talk about the AI in this game, because boy oh boy do I have something to say about this game's AI. The AI is buggy as hell, which I guess is to be expected in a game like this, but still is no excuse. Multiple times in my playthrough has the AI walked through solid objects just to shoot at me. Oh shit, I'm not paying attention. What the fuck? Or shoot me while I'm hiding behind cover. How are they shooting me through the wall? What is shooting me? So when you load in, the game tells you your controls and prompts you to pick up a gun, start blasting. As you make your way through North Korea, you really start to feel how one-directional the map truly is. Ooh, multiple. Nope, it's just a fucking go forward. Okay. Seems very static. Constant invisible walls blocking any exploration off a given path. Nevertheless, I still found ways to break out of the map. Break out of bounds. I am out of bounds. It was that easy, just a run and crouch jump to break out of bounds. Okay. After getting out of the trenches, you end up in what can only be described as a somewhat better version of Detroit. I don't know how hard it would have been for, like, ragdolls. I feel like ragdolls would be easy. The level design in this game is absolutely wild, and it will get more wilder the more time will go on. Finally, you get to the end after all that trial and tribulation for the first level, and what can be described as a cutscene, I guess, plays. It meets the bare minimum requirements for a cutscene. Anyway, this thing plays. Good job, John Trump. Troubling news arrived from China. Here's the local triads have blistered. What? What is this even saying? Success is paramount, but be careful. What am I doing? Cutscene. This game really has it all. Cutscene. Gunplay. A really boring cutscene that takes 30 seconds for no reason. Like, it could have been done by now. Oh shit, are we 9/11 this shit? Oh, it's a landing zone. I don't think plans lane like that. Why am I getting Chinese achievements? So, in case you didn't get it, apparently the Mafia and terrorist groups are getting stronger, and we must fly to China for some reason. It's kind of stupid. And just like that, the first level's done. Was it good? No. Will it only get worse from here? Yes. Next up is China, and oh my god, the textures, they're so ugly. Oh. I mean, literally, what even is that? I don't even know what that is. Back, demon, back! Something must have fucked with the character models because they look like stretched out spaghetti. I don't even like spaghetti. How do you not like a spaghetti? Shut up, bitch. Oh! Anyway, now before I dive into the second level of the game, let's talk about the loadout systems, because they really suck. I'm talking like next level suckage. Every time you load into a new level, all weapons from the previous level vanish from your inventory. How is this a problem? I was just about to get that, you silly little guys in the comments. The problem is that you don't spawn with the weapons. No, you need to pick them up off the ground. And the problem with that is sometimes you can't even see them. And also sometimes the game just decides to spawn you in with an enemy that kills you instantly. What the fuck? It's bullshit. So therefore, I'm taking off 1 point on the Kelvin scale. So your plane lands in quote-unquote China, where you are immediately met with 3 glitched out enemies fighting each other. Behind you is your weapon, a katana and a pistol. But for some reason in my first playthrough, I only grabbed the katana and went full melee mode.
18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch.
I don't know what the hell that was. After dying and respawning, I realized there was a pistol, and only used that since that was just a 3-hit kill. If I had one thing positive to say about this game, is that they do have enemy variety with battle droids from Star Wars. They have a little bit of map variety, where you first start out in a city, but then start to go out into more of a rural area. Very racial stereotypical rural area for Chinese people, but a rural area none the same. Found the path. Have I been saved? I've been saved! Oh shit. Now, as you fight your way into the more rural part of town, one question should start to form. Probably one of the most important questions of all. Who lays out all these medkits? I mean, think about it. You go from North Korea to China to wherever else, and there's medkits all over the place. Who lays these out? I've got a theory,
just
okay?
a theory.
I might sound crazy, but just listen to me for a second. There is a cryptid, alright? A cryptid that can lay eggs. The government is trying to silence me, but I will speak out about this, okay? It lays eggs, it's whatever. Here's an image of it. Now, where were we? So you fight your way through China, eventually make it to a plane. It's a plane! The Boeing 747. Get in. Lucky this wooden staircase that is bigger than the f***ing door frame. And bam! Now you're in France. That's not a good thing. So luckily, you're not going to be there for very long. You wake up in what appears to be a tunnel, even though you entered into a plane. I mean, come on, I didn't expect a lot from you. I especially didn't expect this. But I mean, you could at least have a coherent transition between levels. I mean, that's not a hard task, dude. Anyway, this brings me on to another point. Ragdolls. When you kill an enemy, and it drops a weapon, it'll ragdoll like a normal game. But if you kill an enemy and he doesn't drop a weapon, he'll do a T-posing skeleton move to assert his dominance. Really weird. If you could do ragdoll for one dude, why not do it for the other? Makes zero sense. Anyways, this level doesn't really have much going for it. It's kind of just a carbon copy of the other levels. Honestly, it's a big step down in every way from the last level. The last level seemed to innovate a little bit, had 2 different locations instead of 1. But this is kind of a downgrade because not only does it not make sense, the transition to the level, but it's just like, it's garbage. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's just the first level, but let's make it in France, aka worse. So eventually you get to the end of the level and you're met with a train station. You get on the train and this cutscene plays. What is, okay, it's a train, not a boat. John Trump lives to see another day. Did my game crash? No. Now I'm in Moldova. Out of all the places you chose, China, France, and Moldova. You could have chose like a normal place, like maybe Russia or US or Canada or something, you know, normal. Germany, Britain. You chose Moldova. Who wants to play? Oh, I want to play a map in Moldova. Moldova. Oh my god, how long is this train? Jesus, this cutscene does not need to be 5 minutes long. Oh my god. This cutscene does not need to be this long. With this action moves, I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. I'm going for, and that's off the rails. It's not even on the rails. You could have done your job right. So eventually, after waiting in that really long cutscene, you get to Krikova. So when your train stops, you get off, and it doesn't spawn you with any weapons, which is the norm to be expected at this point, but it gives you a flashlight to start out with. So with that flashlight, there are enemies on the other side of the train. You're supposed to thwack them with the flashlight. Why not just spawn me with a gun? It would make a lot of sense, but then again, this game makes zero sense, so I don't know why I'm even trying to justify it. So anyway, after giving the enemies a, let's just say a British surprise, you go through the train tunnel, where you fight more enemies, just in the dark. Why is the tunnel built like this? Why is there 3 holes in the tunnel? That was like the most stupid... This is the worst? What is going on? All I did was control through the tunnels. Yeah, so I'm starting to think I don't think the developer played through his game. Because if you did play through your levels, you would not be able to miss that. That was like actually stupid. And I would be lying if I said that I didn't just get no clip through the entire level after that, because at that point I was fucking tired of this fucking game. I will say, just like the China level, it has a little variety with the dark aspect of the game. They could have just done a recreation of the first level for the 100th time, but they didn't, so I'll give them prop points that quicker I beat this game, the quicker I don't have to play this shit ever again. So after fighting your way through the subway station, or bound breaking like what I did, you find your way to a airport, question mark? There's no cutscene, luckily. There's no 30-second long cutscene that plays right after that. But it just jumps you right into the Middle East after your plane crashed. Man, that happens a lot in this game. Maybe you should stop riding planes. Why am I in Turkey? Why is there a plane crash? Did I fall out of a plane? Why is Left 4 Dead music playing, more importantly? What the fuck? So as to be expected, as soon as you load in, you get no time for thought and are immediately shot at. I'll be honest, this and the end level were the most bullshit out of all of them. And we'll get to the end level. Don't worry. We'll get to the freaking We'll get to the fucking We'll get to the end level. Around here is when the live stream ended, because I need to stop subjecting myself to torturous games such as this. I will say though, it's still better than Modern Warfare 3. At least you got that going for you. Anyway, when you spawn in, as usual, no weapons. Where are they at? On the ground. Have you not been paying attention this whole time? So in this level, you start with 2 weapons, a gladiatorial sword and shield. It makes about as much sense as Stephen Hawking's being on Epstein Island. Oh, wait, shit, that happened. Okay, scrap that. Which makes about as much sense if Jeffrey Epstein unalived himself. I think that's good. Is that good? Yeah, that's good. Don't forget your sniper rifle, though. Insert JFK joke here. So as you turn around and pick up your sword and shield, the blade that once forced evil mobs to kill. I don't know what that was either. Oh my god, I'm losing it! Slight mental breakdown aside, this level was beyond infuriating to complete, and due to the shitty enemy locations and bad health kit placements. Seriously, there was one point in the map that featured a complete dead zone of medkits and enemies at every corner. But nevertheless, the hero prevails. By prevail, I mean abusing the fact that the shield can protect you from any damage, and sneaking around like I'm Solid Snake high on cocaine. Ah, Colonel, that was some good shit right there.
Over here stroking my dick, I got lotion on.
Then there was one part that almost broke me. So there I was, almost done with the level, and really low on health. So I'm trying to find a way to break out of bounds when this happens. Well, that's probably why they put the... What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Why? Why even have this? Made me mad. Just a little bit mad. It's kind of hard to explain, but let's just get back into the review. We don't need to know about that. Now, where was I? Stephen Hawking, Epstein Island. Oh, now I remember. So you make your way through Turkey. I mainly chose the sword and shield, just to cheese my way through. And you get to the end where you find the same plane you flew to China with, waiting on a stretched out PNG of military camo. What is this? Like they just took like a military camo and they just fucking sprayed it on the ground like, oh yeah, it's military. I wish I was joking, but that's actually what happens. And no cutscene happens right afterwards, and you just load straight into the next level. Canada. Oh yeah, I love Canada. Canada is such a cool place. Oh yeah, I saw the hockey game this week that day.
Don't even say it like that.
There's a moose loose about the who's.
Fuck off, you Hoosier. Hey, what's that?
Oh, jeez.
At least I think this is Canada. Hold on a second, let me call up my Canadian friend to verify. Shit. Okay, so he's not gonna answer, but I'm pretty sure that's what Canada looks like. So this is the second to last level in the game, and it's probably the most mid out of all of them. Nothing really of note happens other than you getting a shotgun on this level. I spent most of the level parkouring my way through the game, like I unlocked the grappling hook in Cruelty Squad. Come to think of it, I should probably play that game sometime. But alas, I'm stuck with this shitty ass game. So anyway, at the end of the level, you go through a cave for some reason and then end up in America. Don't ask how. It's better not to ask how. I'm going crazy.
Wake up. Wake up.
So once you get through the cave, a cutscene plays. Roll it. I'm in the US. Let's go. Speedrun. The remaining Mafia members are regrouping. To agree for Pite, you must undertake an important decision. Since you back at Uncle Sam's, possibly for the last times, you have to decide. Surrender and allow the Mafia to control the world? Yeah, no, I've been playing this game for so long that I'm not doing it. Take the patriotic pack and nuke the SOBs. Bro, what? I'm a goddamn American. I love nukes, and I love nuking sons of bitches. Again, for the people who didn't get it, so you come back to America for the last time. Apparently the Mafia and the terrorist organizations have taken over pretty much all of the world despite your efforts. and you are left with two options. One being surrendering and being a pussy, or two, being a true fucking American and nuking them sons of bitches. So being a very patriotic man myself, I chose obviously option 2, and began the final push to save America from terrorists and mafiosos. So where to start with this final level? It's probably the shittiest final level I've ever played in any game. I'm not joking. You spawn in, no weapons as to be assumed, and you spawn in right next to a dude that shoots at you. Weapons are nowhere on the ground. You look for them, they're like invisible or in the ground, or you just can't find them because you're fucking blind and you're getting shot at by a guy that they just spawned right next to you. I seriously thought that this dude they spawned you in with was an actual NPC to talk to, so I went up to him, seeing if I could press E on him. You can't, and he just immediately shooted at me. I couldn't find a weapon, so the entire final level was spent running away from everybody because I don't have a fucking gun. It's bullshit.
Know your fucking place, trash.
Point off the Calvin scale.
Tell him to bring out the lobster.
I thought he was friendly because he spawned with me. Like, I'm sorry for thinking like that. I didn't ever know everybody was after John Trump. So in this level, there are two endings. First one is you nuke the SOBs, the one I got. The second one is you give in to the terrorists and mafiosos, the one I didn't get. So to go into a little bit more depth in the endings, start off with the first one, nuking the sons of bitches. So in the first one, you end up in a secret underground bunker. You activate the missile codes to nuke the Earth. I'm launching the nukes. Nuclear detonation was a resounding success. The local population, since few has been left alive long enough to notice. In fact, over 80% of the entire Earth have already perished. Oh, that sucks. You did manage to kill the Mafia and terrorists, but what cost? What was I supposed to do? I mean, there's two other endings. Well, I did it. Trump won. Mafia's dead. So, TLDR, you nuke the Earth. Everybody hates you. The end. But seriously, though, that ending was kind of anticlimactic. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting by nuking them. I guess the Earth is dead. But let's check out what the other ending is. So basically, in the other ending, you surrender kinda to the terrorist. It's kind of ambiguous, because it also says you'd eradicate them, but it also says that they will always triumph in the end. So I don't know, make of it what you will. And that was The Last Hope, Trump vs. Mafia, ending with a resounding 6 on the Calvin scale. Would I recommend it? No. I'm Doc Shock, playing it so you don't have to. See ya! As I glance through the library of the shitty Steam games, I take a look at my library and realize there's nothing left, cause I've been reviewing and laughing so long that even Gabe Newell thinks that my mind is gone. But I never crossed a game that didn't deserve it. Me loving shitty Steam games, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you make it and where you fake it, or you and your games might be lined in chalk. I really hate to play it, but I gotta face it. As they make it, I see myself in the pistol smoke, fool. I'm the kind of reviewer that these viewers wanna be like on my knees in the night saying prayers in the street light. We've been spending most of our lives living in the reviewers' paradise. We've been spending most of our times living in the reviewers' paradise. We've been spending most of our lives living in the reviewers' paradise. We've been spending most of our times living in the reviewers' paradise. Before we end this video, I do want to announce our new collab channel with Hey It's Gabriel over on the Misfits of the misfits of the multiverse. It's gonna be a good time. We'll probably be doing podcasts or gaming videos. But go check Hey It's Gabriel out. He's linked in the description. He streams. He's a good friend of mine. Yeah, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.